people are getting demolished on this, and there's no way around it. There's no way for people to access public streets without paying this $9 toll. And now if somebody's going up and down, up and down, up and down, like you're paying several of those a day.
Yeah, that's a
so
lot.
Trump comes in and he has his Department of Transportation just totally axe this plan. They're like, no. Now there may be a modified version of it that they could put through, but the Department of Transportation is basically like, look, you can't just deny people access to public roadways. Like you can't. That's you didn't do any kind of you didn't do any kind of test program where it was like, okay, well, we'll actually reduce congestion on these roads if we put a toll here, here, and here, and that will actually. They did no studies whatsoever. They just needed money, and the people have already paid for those roads through their taxes. Like it's not like these tolls are going to be used to upkeep the roads. Like we already pay our roadway tax. This is just a money grab on their part. So there may be a modified plan that comes through, but the way Trump did it, you gotta watch Lawrence O'Donnell. The funniest thing is these people trying to defend the Democrat governor Kathy Hochul from robbing her own citizens. It's pretty freaking funny. All right, now watch Lawrence O'Donnell have this complete meltdown.
Yesterday, Donald Trump asserted kingly powers, literally kingly powers, in a post on social media announcing his attempt to overrule local law in New York City that has successfully reduced traffic gridlock in New York City.
It has successfully, this local law that has successfully reduced traffic gridlock. It has not in any way. Like people that are forced to drive are just forced to drive. They're stuck doing it. There's no way around it. It has not done anything in New York City.
Trump said, congestion pricing is dead in Manhattan. All of New York is saved. Long live the king! ! President Donald J. Trump. Accompanied by this grotesque representation of a truly mad and imaginary king wearing a gold crown.
The left just cannot meme. They just don't understand.
He's the greatest troll in history.
By far.
Like I've never seen that. If they continue down this road where they're just reacting to everything Trump does, I don't know. We may never lose another election again. It's so insane where, like, why are you defending congestion pricing? There's not a single New Yorker in existence who wants congestion pricing. There's not a single one. We don't care if it's to think that New Yorkers are going to be outraged because Trump got rid of congestion, but like they're so dumb, these people.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's you have to be, if you're going to be politically smart, you have to be on the offensive. And that's not what they're doing. Like what they're doing is defending just stupid crap. It's like 3 weeks ago when you saw all those ladies that were singing like "We will defeat Elon Musk" and they were singing that old socialist song outside the Capitol. It's like they have nothing really to hoist to their defense.
All. Yeah. All right. So M. Proximus asked, is Adams going to get a Trump administration position if the Hochul drives him out for his treason against the party? I don't think Adams is going anywhere. I don't think he's going anywhere. So they're trying to play it off like there was this quid pro quo with between Adams and the Trump administration. There really isn't. They're going after Adams. It was the Southern District of New York, who's the same. It's the same apparatus that went after Trump for all of the nonsense they did in New York. So what happens is when Trump administration comes in, the Southern District of New York, now Pam, what's her name? Pam Bondi gets to put whoever she wants in the Southern District of New York. It's, it may be a state thing, but it's like federal, and I think,
it's federal district court, I think.
Yeah, it's a federal district court. So Pam Bondi gets to put her own attorneys in there, and they just drop the charges. They're like, this is ridiculous. Like they're clearly going after Adams because of this. But when it went before a court the other day, the judge said that the proceedings are allowed to continue, but it has to be through an outside prosecutor or something like that. Like it's just ridiculous. It's a judge that was put in by the Biden administration. They're just trying to prolong it to make sure that Adams still has this pressure on him to put fear in him. It's a silly thing. I don't think Adams is going anywhere. I think he's going to run for mayor again, and I think he'll probably win. They're going to try and primary him, but I think he'll win again because I think largely New Yorkers are fed up with the immigration stuff. Like there's no New Yorkers who are horrified by the Border Patrol coming in and taking these criminals out of New York. Like it's just not. It doesn't exist. I haven't. Like I'm wondering, have you met a single person who voted for Trump but regrets it?
This time around, no, I've not met anybody, and that's why I'm saying, like, I mean, the premise of this whole show is I don't go on YouTube that much and like scroll around. All this stuff I've been seeing is on Instagram. It's like all these liberal podcasts that are popping up everywhere. I've never seen them before. I've never been in that algorithm, and it's all just this insane rage.
It's pretty crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think so much of this. Yeah, so much of this is, I think, exactly what like the pollsters did back in August of last year with Kamala. It was like all a bunch of fake AstroTurf polls to make people feel good, and I think that's what they're doing now. Is they're trying to get some type of momentum through airwaves.
All right, sticking with Trump being the greatest troll of all time.
Yeah, great.
Let's stick with Trump being the greatest troll of all time. I watched that crazy person Jojo from Jers on X today posted this video and said, "This is how you handle a dictator." And when I tell you, it is the greatest Trump, like it's so crazy how we see it versus how they see it. Like they see it as the Dems owning Trump. Like they saw Kathy Hochul's Kathy Hochul comes out and does a press conference the other day, and she's like, "We will not bow to kings. New York has not served a king in 250 years." Like, you idiot. Like you're just falling for a troll on a social media post, and you're under the impression that you have the right position.